I'd encourage anybody to work with you, Chris, and your team. You guys have been great, and we've seen excellent results.
Tell everybody what exactly the problem was we encountered when we started working together.
My business is HDR Garage. We do overhead garage storage. That's our specialty. We're located in DFW, and we serve the entire DFW Metroplex. So it was the fall, late fall of last year. We started to see a real uptick in CPM, and it was just killing our results. We were getting fewer leads, and we were paying more for them, which was just leading to really high conversion costs.
My name is Shelby, and I am the accounts manager for She Has Deals. We are an Amazon affiliate / Amazon influencer business. So one of the problems that we were wanting to overcome was, reaching a broader audience.
Not being really comfortable in the kind of the ad space world. I have not gotten into digital advertising whatsoever.
Donna K's is a local bakery that's existed for about 17 years now. After about a year and a half of barely breaking even on our ads, we hired you. When we were starting out, our cost per sale was in the high 30s to low 40s. Which, given our average order cost and shipping and everything else, was breaking even to losing a little bit.
Hello, my name is Robin Schomburg-Nichols, and I'm the director and CEO for the Rocky Statue division of Schomburg Studios. In February of 2023, my Facebook page, The Rocky Statue, which had been established in 2011 and has 100,000 followers, was hacked by foreign actors. As a fairly high-profile social media presence, I'd been targeted before, but this time the hack was successful. I was removed as administrator, and the page was no longer in my control. Days stretched into weeks, and my emails and petitions to Facebook fell on deaf ears. As I realized that I would be unable to resolve this issue on my own, I researched and found Chris Blakeman and the Acceleration Enterprises team.
It's called Outdoor King. It's just a bunch of outdoor products, tactical products, just stuff you can use, while you're enjoying the outdoors. Well, my biggest concern at first is I had to start a new ad account because I didn't have access to my old Pixel any longer, just due to some issues with the prior seller. And so I wanted you guys to help either possibly start a new Pixel for me and get some advertising started, or get that old Pixel back to the new ad account that I had to create.
I am the VP of e-commerce, and I manage all of our e-commerce, which is a wellness, supplements, and skincare as well, clean skincare. We also have another side of the business that does a brick and mortar, retail of all those items, but also a functional medicine clinic and all things wellness there as well. Gosh, we have never been, in all the years we've been open, we have struggled with our Meta ads. We do fairly well with our Google ads, but I think there's a big issue with regulations around what we offer. So I know there's a lot of carefully sidestepping what we can and can't do on Facebook. We for e-commerce in particular, we had a kind of a poorly functioning ad running there, kind of some retargeting. And so I think you just kind of said start from scratch.
So I work for an advertising agency, and we're around 20 employees, and we have around 50 clients. So Chris has been helping us with white label Facebook ad clients. So with our agency, we're primarily in the hot tub industry. So we help out around 200 dealers, and around a quarter of them have actual marketing retainers, and then we help them out with website development, social media, paid ads, Google ads, Facebook ads. So our original problem is that we kind of had a gap of talent on our team. We kind of had somebody who left who did the Facebook ads aspect. So then when we reached out asking if we could fill in the gap, because we don't have enough accounts to have somebody full time.
Could you describe some of the results, maybe just generally speaking?
You were able to, rework, I believe, the Facebook algorithm with our Facebook ads, and that shot down our CPM within just a matter of weeks. We were seeing in the 20s, I believe, $20 CPM, and I think you got us, you cut that in half in a month or two, which has been great. On a daily basis, I think our sales team gets between like 25 and 40 leads a day just on Facebook. And that's primarily just the messenger leads that are coming in. And a portion of those are people who are just interested in the ads. But even so, we've been able to sustain pretty significant business coming through Facebook daily. We've been fortunate to have a pretty interested clients in our business because of the highly engaging ads that we've got, and a combination of just the investment in the Facebook and the algorithm.
At the beginning, we knew who we wanted to reach, and that's one thing that that y'all really did right off the bat, is y'all really got to understand our goals and who we were trying to get. And then you tailored ads that were, not only grabbed the attention of our target audience, but brought in, real results. And so basically what y'all did that we needed was to, broaden our target audience, try to figure out who exactly, works for us and whose attention we really need to grab. And then after we got that all situated, it started to take off and it blew up. What really impressed us is how y'all have always been looking to make things better, and that was basically what you did is you kept a very close eye on how our ads have done, and you analyzed the data carefully, and then after doing that, you went in and tweaked our future ads to what you found and the results that were happening to, make it better. And definitely that proactive approach, not everybody has. And the fact that y'all have it, it definitely allowed us to stay ahead of the game.
So we've been very, very happy with this launch. What you did as far as kind of creating the scarcity and creating the hype initially got us what our initial goals were, 500, I think, or 1,000 people to sign up for our 8-hour event. We ended up having 5,000 signed up. So I think that's like a 900% over what our goal was.
Since you've taken over, I think our cost per results are down around $20 or less now, and profitable. So that's been great. We're looking to expand into a new kitchen right now. We are heavily searching, asking everyone in town, like, who do you know? Where can we get more baking capacity? Where can we get more bakers? And we're ready to double, triple ad spend once we get that manufacturing sorted out.
To make a long story short, by leveraging their professional contacts with Facebook and through the dogged determination of Chris's team, most notably Raphael, the page was eventually restored and recovered to our control. Let me be blunt. Don't try to resolve this type of issue on your own. Facebook is not an organization which is responsive, easy to deal with, or business friendly. Had I not found Acceleration Enterprises, my page would still be in limbo and at the mercy of whatever the hackers might post. Lastly, I'll close by adding that in addition to resolving my Facebook issues, Chris and his team are revising and revamping my social media marketing ad campaigns to make them more focused and efficient. We've seen early indications that this will benefit our Rocky Statue collectibles and e-commerce.
So what we actually did is we first tried to get the access to the old business manager. And then from there, when we were able to be, Facebook approved that request. And then of course, Ryan have helped us with all the necessary documents that's needed by Facebook. And then afterwards, we were able to request the old pixel to be added to the new business manager. And we were able to successfully do it with the help of Ryan as well.
Yeah. I can't say enough about Merly and how diligent she was and provided me with updates when I was or wasn't asking for them. And she was very clear on what was needed. And I had to call a couple times and she called me right back if she wasn't available. And I couldn't have done it without you guys.
And great to have someone be able to do different strategies for both sides of those businesses. One for our e-com and our supplements and our skincare, and then one for more like traffic in the store and awareness about our new location. So it's been great to have someone that can break that down and, do different strategies for both types of the business. So yeah, we we're not doing well. And I think that it has come a long way. We now have the carousel ad that does well, and then we've got some retargeting that has really improved recently. Again, something we would never have had the bandwidth to do ourselves. So we definitely needed your expertise on that.
Sure. So I know I can speak more on the client that you've been doing, but for like a monthly ad and for a $500 spend, I know you're able to get around 30 to 50 leads that I just checked today, which is a really impressive amount. And I think also the tracking is really good. So everything's kind of set up properly, which I really appreciate. And I think for our other accounts, you've been doing a pretty good job as far as like Brandy and Craig have told me.
Like, I honestly can't even quantify. I can tell you that my business has more than doubled. Like, more than doubled.
Would you say like 6 figures?
Oh, easy, more.
Like
and it's one of those things where it's just getting out there, and it starts off really hard because, I mean, when I first really started doing lives, I had less than 100 followers on my page. And getting people to start, yeah, I know, it's like, whoa. And but doing the videos and getting people up there and just putting content out, I think that's the biggest thing that I learned from you. And it's not just anything, but you've got to be just doing it, and taking the time to do a live and to get out there and just put it out there on a regular basis. You start getting more people watching, more people following, and more things happen. And, it just, people start sharing. And that's the thing about our industry in particular, is they're a close-knit group and they love sharing with their friends and, putting it out there.
What would you tell people that are thinking about possibly working with me and my team?
I would encourage them to take the opportunity. I know you've got limited time, and your team is growing, which is great. But yeah, I'd encourage anybody to work with you, Chris, and your team. You guys have been great, and we've seen excellent results. The detail that you're able to provide when we do have questions is great. You really dig into the data, which is important, and it's been a pleasure to work with you.
So if you are a business that are looking to stay ahead of the game, I highly recommend Acceleration Enterprise to be a part of your team, because they will do that for you.
Go ahead and do it. It took you a few weeks to go into our ad campaigns and have our cost per sale. I don't know how you did it. I've run Facebook ads myself for years. I've done a bunch with them. Not so much on the cost on the consumer side, but you just went in there and fixed everything right away. It's been great.
Again, I wholeheartedly endorse Acceleration Enterprises.
What would you say to anybody maybe that's considering working with us?
Gosh, we have been really happy. I think that it was, I appreciated how transparent you were and how your ability to kind of start slow, because I know a lot of these agencies and a lot of people that we talk to, they were like, jump in, $8,000 a month, that's my, my retainer. And there was no way to know how well it would work. So I really appreciated just starting out and kind of feeling away. And then you also came in and said, we were all under one campaign, and you saw the need to separate it into two platforms, basically, like one for lead gen and one for e-com. And that was huge as well. It just kind of made it less, which is why I think we've always had trouble with our ads, because everything was just muddled together, and we were able to really separate them. Anyways, I would highly recommend working with you. I think you're responsive, you're quick. When I set up a call, you're always available and quick to respond. So it's been a pleasure.
Well, I would just say, to anybody that's considering, looking into any kind of a business venture or business opportunity with you, is that they can absolutely rely on what you say is what's going to happen. And that's such a rare quantity these days for people, that you are honest and you're driven and you're focused and you're genuine and you're hardworking. And so who wouldn't want to be in business with somebody like that?
Do it. I've been really, really happy with the tips and tools and your support that we've been given over the last few months, and definitely well worth our money being spent to, grow our initiative and really do it in a way that is, focused on where we want to focus, which is continuing to really support resellers. I think that you've done a really great job with helping us connect with resellers in that. We really haven't talked about all the other projects we've already worked on together, but yeah, there's so many different ways that you've really helped us in streamlining and making things smoother for us and the processes and our customers. So I would 100% recommend your whatever your company is called. No.
Acceleration Enterprises. Awesome, Stacy. I really appreciate it.